Hello everyone, myself Purushotham, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering, MLR. In this session, I am going to explain about database CRUD operations. So directly I will explain this topic programmatically. Now in this session, I am going to explain about retrieve operation or read operation. Okay. Now to read data from the database, now what we need to do means the same story. So first of all, you need to write the query. Okay. So to read the data, what query we need to write means the query is what I want to read entire data from the table. Okay, so just write what select star from student, select star from student. Now the query is ready. Now if the query is ready means you need to prepare equivalent statement. Okay, so to prepare equivalent statement, so connection con reference variable we need to use, con dot prepared statement method we need to call. Okay, so this is the flow. So first we need to write the query, and we need to prepare the equivalent Java statement. So by using what the prepared statement and pass your query. So whatever the query you prepared, so that query we need to pass it as an argument, and the prepared statement method, as we know that the prepared statement method will be return the what prepared statement object. So here I will take what the statement. Now the statement is ready. Now what we need to do? We need to execute this query. Okay, so to execute this query, so here we need to use basically two methods, execute update and execute method. Here we are not performing any updations in the database. Okay, on table. Okay, we are just reading the data from the table. Okay, we are not modifying the table. Now which method we need to call means execute query method we need to call. Okay, now the statement dot execute. Now if you observe here, execute query method will be written what result set. Okay, it will be written the result set. So you must be hold inside result set only. So hold in the result set. Okay, so result set. Okay, now the result set. So this execute query method will be written entire table in logical format. Okay, so based on some operations, means based on some methods, you can retrieve any of the fields. Okay, that part we'll see now. Now I want to print what the table data now. Okay, now your table data is there in what rows and columns. Okay, now we don't know how many fields or how many records in my table. Okay, now the I want to use what the while loop. Okay, I don't know the number of iterations I want to perform, so I am going to use a while loop. Okay, in while loop, now what condition we need to write means I don't know how many records are there. So I want to navigate one record by record I want to navigate. Okay, so suppose if you are taking an example. So your table will be there like this. Now this is my table. Now in this table I have what fields like ID and I have name field, next email, next mobile number. Now ID is a 1, next is a RAM, next ram@gmail, next some mobile number is there. Next second is what Sita, next email sita@gmail.com and mobile number something is there. Now I want to read this data. So here this result set we have what a special method is called the next method. Okay, now the next method will be what works like a cursor, like it will point the first record, whether record is there or not it will verify. If record is there, this method will be return the true. Okay, if the record is not there, it will return the false. Means the first record is there, so loop will be means next method will be return true, so loop will be execute, and again it will navigate to the next record. Record is there or not, it will check, yes record is there, so it will return the true, so again the loop will be execute, and here in third iteration there is no record found, means the next method will be return the false. Okay, the loop will be terminate and it will stop the execution. Okay, so this is the order. And while retrieving the fields also, either you can use these names. So here the first field is ID, So ID, if you want to this fields, if you want to access, you can use this field name, and if you want to access only the second field, the field name is a name. If you want, you can use name, or if you want to access email, you can use what the field name is email, so that you can access only emails. And if you want to access only the mobile numbers, the field name is a mobile number, you can pass what the mobile number. Or else these indexes are, the parameter indexes are what, this one is 1, this one is a 2, this one is a 3, and this one is a 4. Okay, so any of this approach by using this index value, so these are the called what the index, these are the called index. Index 1 means ID, index 2 means name, index 3 means email, index 4 means mobile number. If you want, you can see here, while inserting the data also we mention same, you can see ID means 1, name means 2, email means 3, mobile means 4. Okay, the same order we need to follow here. Okay, so here which method we need to use means, to iterate the number of iterations, we need to use the next method. You can see here the next method will be returns what the boolean value. Okay, now it is returning the boolean value. Okay, when it will be terminate means, if there is no records in your table, if it is reached toward the last, okay, if there is no records in your table, the loop will be terminate automatically. Now I want to print my table information, so here system.out.println, like I want to print name field I want to print. Now set means my result set, guys, my result set, reference name is a set dot get string. Okay, get string method we need to call. Here you can pass what your column name, so if I pass what ID, it will return only ID. Okay, but my intention is I want to retrieve the name, I am passing what the name, so that it will return what names field only. You can see here the name Ram, name Sita, only 2 records there in my table, so that's why it is printing only the 2. So this is one approach. Or else you can also use one more approach, like I will take like ID. Okay, before itself I will write so same story. So set dot get string, and here I will pass ID. Now you can see ID is 1, name is a Ram. Okay, so likewise it will print whatever information you want, you can access. Okay, so here I don't want to use these names, so directly I will print so just I will give some space here, so that 1 Ram and 2 Sita, and if you want you can print mobile number also, sorry, mobile number or email, whatever you want. So here I want to print email, like I will print email. Now you can see here the first field is ID, second field is the name, third field is the email. So likewise you are getting right. Now the same story you can also use by using what? So I will comment the first line. The same approach. If you want, you can use this column names, or if you want to use a column index. So I am passing the column index values like 1, 2 and 3. So any of this approach you can follow, you can see here, you will get the same result. Okay. So any of this approach, either if you want, you can use the column names, if you want, you can pass, or else you can also use what? This approach. Okay. So now here I want to prepare a separate method. Okay. Now here I will copy this entire code, and again say in previous also we created a special method now. So now this time I will prepare a special method. Now this time I will take the public static void display. any method, it's a user defined method, anything you can take. So here I am taking. So here I copied and paste. Now you can see here again the same story, you are using what the prepared statement method. Now the prepared statement method will leads what SQL exception. So compulsory whenever you are calling this prepared statement, that particular method is responsible initially. So here I am calling what the throws keyword and I am passing what SQL exception. That's it, done. Now so whenever you want to display your table, so just call this method, so automatically your table data will be what display. Okay, so this is what the display operation means, reading operation or retrieve operation. Okay,